I thought our kids offensively played extremely well. They had a couple of we've got to eliminate. We've got to find a way to finish games. That game scored is at halftime. We got to come out and find a way to finish. Unfortunately, our special teams that kickoff was awful. The kids hurt. You got the guys going in there. We got to fix it quick. That's what happened this week. Bottom line is we won the game. Seniors went out the right way. It was great. I told the kind of the deal. I know Chuck and some of you guys were at that radio deal with Mo Ladman and those guys were there and talked about during this particular week that his brother, the kicker, was number 23, was killed in that crash. And Haig was wearing number 23. He didn't know that, to be honest with you. It wasn't planned. But for that kid to step up in that situation, kick a winning field goal, I believe in Memorial, I think it was special. And Haig's one guy that I'll crawl in foxhole with any day because he'll fight you. It's really tough. And I like what the kid's all about. But you know what? It's a win. We're happy to get it. It's better than the alternative. And we get on that plane this week with a quick turnaround to go to East Carolina. And we're still playing. We have a lot to play for. So that's a good thing.
How fitting was it after the struggles with special teams over the last 4 weeks? Special teams won this game.
Not sure they won a total.
they almost helped lose it too. You're right.
I like the damn attitude, man. Yeah, right there, would you?
When's the last time you faced that? Saw somebody use a spot pass against you?
You know what? I've seen that. We got, again, we got a guy's got a 21-man rule. He's got to see that's going to keep everyone inside that game. That's it. They did a hell of a job. I mean, you probably saw about everything in the book out there. Kicking today, most of it not good. Yeah, and for them to step up that last kickoff and kick that thing out of bounds, that was huge. In the field position we get right there, that was a huge thing on our part. We were able to complete a couple passes, get it down there. And I thought that was borderline Haig's range. But you know what, that kid is really tough as he is. And, he's had issues. He's had some injury issues too. This is the reason I pulled him from kicking the ball off there early. He stuck it right in there and kicked it through. That was everything. So it's great to win that game. That team used us. They beat us. So come back, 1 year later, and finally win the game.
You guys, in the first half, if not for a couple of gaffes, he had Avias was following one for the interception. He might have been 40. I mean, you could have put this out of reach in the first half.
Yeah, and you're right. I mean, okay, one interception, of course, Tate's got a chance to catch the ball there. But Houston, and you got to give them credit. I mean, they fought back, and you look at the statistics throughout the league. I mean, they've thrown and ran for a bunch of yardage, and they scored a bunch of points, and I think they're right behind us in total offense. And they've done that to a lot of people, so they can score points. And if anybody doesn't think Houston has some athletes, they're wrong. I mean, you're right in the middle of Houston, and you can recruit that Texas area. They went and won 12 games a year ago. People had some pretty good athletes running out there, and they did. So I'm just happy to get the win. At the end of the day, we got the win. Proud of the way the kids fought. We're taking care of business. They were going to do that, but we got the win.
When Pyland goes out and then they put Jones in to start, was there any difference in kind of what you saw from him than what you were preparing for with Pyland?
No, he played. He had played in the SMU game. He played several games throughout the year, and they didn't change anything. Pyland, they didn't change what they did. I just thought it looked to me like in the second half he became a lot more comfortable, making throws and catches, doing some things. At this time of year, there's a lot of football teams that are totally different teams because of injuries. They have issues, and so do we. So when you get towards the end of the year, it's kind of survival of the fittest in some certain areas. And you got some natural things going on. And I thought the Calafaro, had got worked the tailback all year. Remy got banged up. Stu had an issue with injury with the wrist there. He couldn't go today. For Calafaro to win there and play the way he played, I thought that was probably what he did in Walmart.
The personal foul on Billy Mitchell, did they explain that, what he was called for?
Billy Mitchell's a great kid, and I don't know what he did. I'm anxious to see what they did. Listen, all he did was go over there and he was covering. I don't know. So, I mean, they said the kid over and hit him. I don't know. I mean, it was a critical ball. That's what they actually should. And I'm anxious to see what they do.
Doug, did you have any idea that Pyland may not go, or not go?
Had an idea. He got hurt that last series of the Tulsa game. Took a shot there at the end. Got how low Jeff came limping off the field, but we didn't know for sure. He wasn't going
didn't change it.
No, I didn't change what we prepared, didn't change what we did, because they didn't change.
Didn't change what they did.
Right, absolutely not.
Yeah, I think you showed a lot of 3-3-5 today that we hadn't seen much or any of during the year.
Yeah, we just, I mean, they're similar, I mean, they throw it, I mean, they're a big bubble screen team, they're a big screen team, his, early, first half, we handled it well. They broke a couple of the second half, but, and I thought that helped us in the first place. We lined up and dropping 8, and some things that, I thought helped us in the first half, and, the second half, that was a big play, they were in holding the field goal.
Yeah, what was it on that drive? I mean, here you are, they were pretty much getting into their groove, and all of a sudden, they get down to that red zone, and then you guys were able to kind of get that one stop that you kind of needed.
I just had, a couple of stupid penalties or wouldn't come to that specific stop right there from. But that being said, the guys just found a way to make a play. Get some pressure and try to make a play.
How about the Grimm's touchdown when he scrambles around, throws it backwards, and go for 70-yard touchdown?
That was coached that way.
I thought it was.
You draw that up
I mean-
yourself?
That was, you know what, that's just Cato finding the kid in space. And, one thing about Grooms and even some of those other guys, you get those guys in space, they can make something happen. That's tremendous. Next step on film.
I know it goes down as a win. How worrisome is it though? You're up 21 on your home field, backup quarterback, backup running backs in for Houston. Their 2 leaders are out, and they're still able to come back and tie it and have a chance to go up.
Yeah, totally it is worse. I mean, it's not, you expect you got to run the finish. You've got a bunch of guys, we're banged up. We get some guys that are banged up too. But that being said, you got to find a way when you get in that situation to finish. You've got to win it.
On the drive that gave you a 41-38 lead, ended in a short field goal in the red zone, was there any thought, I mean, how disappointing was it to settle for the field goal, and was there any thought for going for it?
No, I mean, there was no thought. I mean, you got to take points in that situation. You got to take the points. No, there's no hesitation as far as.
Probably a little disappointing to come out.
Disappointing, I mean, it's always disappointing when you have to scores on the big field goal is disappointing. It's always disappointing. I felt like it's even more disappointing when you come out of nothing. So it's important when you get that big games. And bottom line, the thing is it ended up making a difference in the game.
The very first field goal Hague had where it looked like you're going to have 4th and 1, and then there was some uncertainty and miscommunication maybe, and you got a 5-yard penalty for substitution. You're going to go 4th and 1?
But we felt upstairs that he was in the end zone, and we felt that was the uncertainty was I wanted to slow things down and do that to challenge the call. We thought he was in there on he was rolled down, which he wasn't. So I really totally understand the penalty. We don't know anyway. We're substituting it out. Something about 3 seconds. You got 3 seconds to get it off the field. So, bottom line is we had a penalty to leave.
Hey, Doc, in light of the injury situation, how big will Grimm's and Telefair be next week?
Say it again now.
How big will Grimm's and Telefair next week? You got a guy in the cast, the other guy goes out.
It's going to play. I mean, they are. The Telefair's going to have to play. I think Grooms is fine. Stu, we got to get back in there. We'll be all right. We just got to do what we got. We've got some guys banged up there.
Do you think that Stu comes back in a short week?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And what about the rest of the guys? I mean, guys like Arrington and Dobson and Booker. Do you think they can make that turnaround?
Those guys we have to wait and see.
Mm-hmm.
We'll probably have a better idea when we get back to practice.
How confident were you, Doc, when Hague lined up for the 45-yarder, and then after he kicks it, they get a timeout? How confident are you the second time it's going to be?
I was confident. I felt like that was borderline his range. He's had some back issues that he's struggled with a little bit the last couple of weeks. But yeah, on top of where the ball was, I'm not going to sit here and tell you I knew he would make it. That being said, I like what he's all about. I like his mental toughness. And you get in that situation, he's a guy that I want to kick with.
He's been getting good support this year from the true freshman, long snapper, and for Knoxville's first year as a
Yeah,
holder.
I mean, and you're right, you kind of forget about that as a coach. You can imagine, you worry about your kicker run after, but you also got freshmen that's been on the bench. 3 months and snap it, you got fair holding, so there's a lot of moving parts there, but you gotta do it all, you know, all take care of business.
Did you think the second kick, the one that counted, of course, was better than his first one?
All under check.
I thought the second one was stronger.
If I kick a little better, if I kick a little further. That's always a tough situation as a coach. You know, you're sitting there and you say, well, we'll take a timeout. Well, all of a sudden, that guy, I mean, remember Rice a year ago, David Baylor took that timeout at the end of the half, and my man missed it. And he comes back and hits it the second time, you know, so I don't know, I'm not taking that timeout. I think I better take a jack before he kicks it, and that way I know.
Do-overs would be good too.
But,
When you see him skim the bar on the first one as they go through your head, maybe he might have just juiced himself right there. We might want to rethink it.
you know what, bottom line, hey, guys, it worked out, we're still playing.
Coach, for Rakeem to take a drive down and win it, you've had some close ones where it hasn't happened. How much does that help?
It's huge. You know, you're I mean, right here on the field. You know, we have the opportunity in the Tulsa, we have the opportunity at the end of the year to win the game. And today we did. But you know what, that's part of growing up. That's part of a young sophomore that's growing up and taking it to the next step. And you know what?
When he had, third down and he has guys at his feet, he steps up for a 15-yard run, and that's a ball, he might have tried to force something before, he might have, gotten a little bit of happy feedback there
He
too.
took off man several times today. Yeah. Tell me how fast he is. Yeah, he's doing a better job of, and he can run a little bit now. I mean, he's out in space. He's maturing in all areas. He's growing up. For him to take that thing right down the field like that win, I think that's huge. It's part of his development.
One more.
After the 2 early sacks, he was throwing the ball away more.
Yeah, he's grown up. I mean, the kid, I don't know what his stats were. I mean, the kid had 106 plays for 665 yards.